Happy hump day, friends. All right. If you are here live in the comments, shoot me a wave, send me a hey girl, hey. But if you are a service provider, no matter what you do, no matter who you service, there are three things that I feel you should always have, right? You should always have a clear, consistent, and repeatable client experience, right? Again, as service providers, we have gone through other people's client experiences, and sometimes you see some things that are a little shaky, right? We are going to hop in today to talk about some of the common things that I see other service pros make, right? I've been around the block a few times. I've worked with bookkeepers, web and brand designers, doulas, um, lawyers, coaches, consultants, right? You name it. But these are the three common mistakes that I see people make. And if you take nothing else from this today, I need you to stop making these mistakes, okay? So usually what happens as service providers is we get caught up in this endless cycle, right? We have a new lead that's super excited to work with us. They stumble through the booking process a little bit, but they still decide, you know what, I'm going to sign up and pay. Their marketing was on point. Their messaging was on point, whatever. I feel they're the person for me. I sign and I pay. We as service providers get excited. And then we're like, okay, let me go ahead, onboard this person. And then I'm going to fix those issues later. But later never comes. We just start all over again, right? We move on to the next client. We deliver our services. We do the things, right? So we get caught up in this endless cycle and we end up neglecting our overall client experience. So I am here to walk you through what I want you to stop doing today. But first, if we have not yet met, I am Ashley Tyndall. I am the owner and founder of Solution Integrators. I call myself a chief systems officer because it sounds good, but also because I help entrepreneurs scale their business their way, right? Scaling may mean serving more clients and doing less. Scaling may mean hiring their first or next team member. Scaling may mean turning their tech into a team member, right? Whatever that definition is, I help my clients do it through the power of processes, systems, and of course, tech automation. I always have to mention, I am a big football fan. I am born and raised in the Kansas City, Missouri area, still currently reside. So go Chiefs, okay? Whether you're here live or catching the replay, make sure you send me a wave in the comments. I'm a certified Dubsado specialist for about 3 years, I think now. I'm a verified ClickUp consultant. I work in a lot of different tools. So a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about today are tool agnostic, right? I don't care what tool you use, you need these things in place, all right? Come on over to Instagram if we're not already connected and let's go, okay? So the first mistake I need you to stop making is to stop making your automated emails feel so automated, right? A lot of times what I hear from people when it comes to using automation is that it just doesn't feel good, right? It just feels like a bot wrote it. Well, yeah, if that's how you chose to write it, right? There is a time and a place for automated things and things feeling automated, right? And this example is one of them. So this is an example of an email that my clients receive after they sign my contract. I can't turn this email off. I can't stop it from going out, right? They're going to receive it no matter what, no matter the time of day. So I add a little blurb to let them know this is an automated email from Solution Integrators Client Management System, right? Now, I'm extra. I say that a lot, right? But I'm extra in the sense that even before I had a team, anything that is automated, I say this is from Team Solution Integrators, right? Even if the team was just me, because I don't want people to think I don't put my email signature on this, right? So it came from my client management system. Now, something like this, regardless of what tool you're sending, if there is a bot email, edit that email, right? but edit it and let it know. Let your clients know this is an automated email. But when it comes to leads inquiring to work with me, or me sending proposals, or me onboarding, I want my clients to feel like I sat down and wrote that email just to them, right? So this is an example of an email that I currently send that is in response to an application that they fill out, right? If you've watched other YouTube videos, I share that I am very anti automatic response when a lead fills out a form. Instead of sending a, hey, I received your email, or I've received your application, right? My leads are redirected to a hidden page on my website with a video of me. After I review their application and I say, yep, let's do it, this is the email that they receive, right? I put a little logo on the, put my logo on the top. It's coming from me. I throw in a Grey's Anatomy GIF for GIF, however you like to say it, right? But I write my emails how I talk, right? So I want them to know, thank you for taking the time. I know that might have felt like an extra step, but it was my way of making sure that I'm your person, right? Like, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste mine. So you only receive this email if I feel we're a good fit for each other, right? It lets them know what to expect, what they can do. If you have questions, come stalk me over on Instagram, right? But this is an automated email. So this is going out, once I check a button, I might be in bed, right? But I want my clients again, or my potential clients, to feel like, damn, Ashley just sat down and wrote this email just to me, okay? The next step. Now, look, I'm side-eyeing a few people that I've talked to several times about this. So if I'm going to look directly in the camera, if you feel like I'm talking to you, I am. But stop not following up on proposals, okay? There's so much money, so much money to be made in the follow-up, right? The power of the follow-up. Now, when you get on a sales call, 9 times out of 10, especially if you're an experienced service provider, if somebody is generally going to move forward, right? Like you can kind of feel folks out and determine, yeah, I'm pretty sure Ashley's going to move forward with my services, right? You send off that proposal, you don't hear back immediately, you get offended, you get in your feelings, and then you don't respond. But what if my kid was sick? Or I had a rush of new clients myself and I'm working to onboard or prepare for them, or I'm working towards a project deadline, right? Shit happens, life happens, right? So instead of us getting deep in our feelings, I want you to find a follow-up cadence that you're comfortable with, okay? So for me, I follow up. My proposals expire after 72 hours, and I let every lead know that upon booking, if we hop on a call, etc. I'm a hold date for 72 hours. After 24 hours, if I haven't heard from you, I send a follow-up. At the 72-hour mark, I send another follow-up, okay? Usually that first follow-up, I get a response back, right? And a lot of times, I won't say every time, but almost every time, it's, oh, yep, sorry, I got busy. I'm going to take care of that tonight, right? Or, yep, got it. I'm on it. I'm excited to move forward. I'll take care of that today, right? Now, I do have a third follow-up that I don't always send, but it is are you ghosting me, Ashley, email, right? So if I've sent those 2 follow-ups and I haven't heard back, I haven't gotten any communication back, nothing, I will send that one just to kind of close the loop, right? Are you ghosting me? Are you busy? Did you decide to go another route? Whatever it is, let me know, decline this proposal, and I'm gonna leave you alone, right? But I reserve that for, special circumstances, right? So find a follow-up cadence that works for you, that you're comfortable with, but follow up, friend. Like, again, life happens. And usually if I do have to get to that third follow-up, it is almost always, Ashley, I was super busy. I'm ready to move forward, but can we push my start date out? Sure, friend. I update the start date, update the proposal. They book that same day, right? So you are missing out. I'm looking at you again. You are missing out on so much money by not following up with proposals, okay? Now, I also want you to be really, really clear and direct in your messaging when you follow up. You're not just checking in, right? Someone told me, and I can't remember who it was, but someone told me that checking in kind of gives people an out, right? Like it allows them to say, she's just checking in. I don't have to respond, right? Like, no, that's not the case. Like, what questions do you have, Ashley? What questions can I help answer, right? I walked through my proposal. Maybe I'll drop a video on the second follow-up, right? Of like, hey, when we met, you told me you were struggling with X, Y, and Z. I'm really excited because I've serviced other clients like you and I've provided this level of transformation and I know you can too, right? Be clear, be direct. We're not just checking in, friend. These dates are still available. Do you want it or not? Are you ready to move forward, right? But no matter what you do in that messaging or how you decide to make that messaging, follow up, okay? I'm gonna tell you again, I'm gonna look directly again, follow up. And then of course you need to automate that shit, right? So maybe you've decided to not follow up on proposals because it feels like such a manual process, right? I'm like, man, I gotta sit down. I kind of forgot, right? Maybe you're one of those people. I've had several clients like this who they send out all proposals on Fridays. Now, friend, I get it. It's when you have time. You send it off on a Friday and you go about your business. You working with other leads. You're managing other projects, right? But if you automate it, if you had a process and a tool in place to automate these things for you, they wouldn't feel so much like a burden to do, right? So if you haven't caught my other videos, make sure you go on back. This is an example of from my getting paid fast with Dubsado video. But this is my actual workflow, okay? So I apply the workflow and send off a proposal. At the 24-hour mark, if they have not completed it, I can approve for the follow-up to go out. 48 more hours go by. If I still haven't heard from them, I can approve for that follow-up to go out, right? So I'm hitting approve just in case they DM'd me with questions, they responded via email, right? I have the control over whether or not these things go out, but I don't have to think about it, right? I don't have to think about, has Ashley accepted that proposal yet, right? I have the automation in place to do that for me. So the biggest takeaway, right, before I even get to the next few, is follow up on your damn proposals, okay? The other client experience mistake that I see people make far too often is not closing out their support window, okay? Now, if you, again, as a service provider, whether it's done for you, done with you, whatever, if you offer any level of support, you have more than likely come across clients who later, after support's end, you've moved on to other clients, they said, hey, can you change this for me? Can you fix this for me? Can you help me with this, right? Let's try to avoid that as much as possible, right? So we want to close out that support window. So there are 3 messages that I generally send throughout my support phase, whether my support is a week, 2 weeks, well, usually 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? I send an intro to support. So I'm letting you know we have now moved from fulfillment to offboarding or ongoing support, right? So that intro to support lets them know, hey, we are now in the support window. This is when your support ends, and this is how you get support, right? I think that's probably the most crucial thing. If you are okay with clients emailing you when they need help with something, that's fine. Sending you a boxer, cool, drop the boxer link, right? If you have a support ticketing system like I do, I share that, right? This support ticketing system makes sure that nothing falls through the crack or I don't miss a message, right? Use this to submit requests or revisions, okay? So that intro to support allows me to set my boundaries. If you didn't catch last live, we talked all about, setting biz boundaries and using your tech to do that. But it's setting a boundary of, hey, here's support, okay? The next message I send is support is ending in 5 days. So now there's probably some check-ins in between, right? I do usually send a check-in, but a lot of times we're communicating back and forth. If you haven't heard from somebody yet, that support ending in 5 days message usually gets them to respond, right? It's a, hey, how are things going? As a reminder, your support ends in 5 days. If you have requests or revisions, submit them here. By the way, if you need additional support after your support ends, here's how to extend it, right? A little upsell in the mix, right? And then, of course, the support has ended message. Like, wrap that thing on up, okay? Because again, if you don't do that, you're going to run into more and more people with that, hey, I know we finished, or you know what? A lot of times they don't even acknowledge that, right? It's like, hey, can you fix this for me? Friend, your support ended on this day, and I sent you a message to wrap that up. I posted this on Threads, and I actually had a lawyer say, for legal purposes, this is also a very good thing to do. So send a your support has ended message, okay? We are wrapping it up. Thank you. Here's how to continue working together. But you and I, for this project, right, the support for this specific project is over, okay? Now, I do have some honorable mention mistakes. And one of them kind of ties into the wrapping up the support, but it's not providing a way for your clients to continue working with you, right? So when I send that 5-day message and when I send that support has ended message, I offer them a way to continue working with me, right? So I have a page that I've built out on my website, a hidden page that is just for past clients, right? Because again, kind of similar to us, leaving money on the table when we're not following up with proposals, we're also leaving money on the table by not having a way for clients to continue working with us, right? So if I feel, for me personally, if I'm working with somebody, I have a good experience with them and I trust them. I know them. When I need a similar service or an update to that service in the future, I'm going to go back to that person that I know and that I trust, right? Like, why would I start that process over again with somebody else unless it was a shitty experience, right? So in my support messages, I say, hey, if you need continued support, I have a past clients membership. You get the first month free. These are all the things that you can get. And it's basically an extension of our support, right? I put that in my 5-day message. I put that in my support has ended message. And I actually even put that in my proposal just as a, hey, letting you know when we're done working together, here's how we can continue, right? So again, I'm here to help you make money, friend. So make sure that you provide a way for your clients to continue working with you in whatever capacity. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go make 101 new offers, but provide something for me to take from that, right? To say, okay, if I do need help in a month or 2 months, I know I can go back to Ashley and here's how I can do that, right? Another honorable mention mistake is ghosting clients after they sign and pay. Now, again, I talked about this recently in onboarding in under 10 minutes, but the moment somebody signs and pays and gives you their money, I'm going to need you to give them some sort of instant gratification, right? And everything that we do right now, we get instant gratification. If I go and place my Amazon order, I'm looking to see, because my order shipped, right? I'm waiting for the alert to pop up. So do the same thing with your services, okay? So you need to make sure that you have something in place. Even if there's work that you need to do to prepare for that client, how can you let them know, look, I got you. Thank you. I'm excited to work with you. And again, automate that shit, right? So the moment that deposit is paid, send off something, okay? Hey, this is to let you know I received your payment. Me and the team are working hard to prepare for our time together. I'm so excited. I know you excited. I'm excited. All the excitement, right? I had someone else share that, usually within the first 24-ish hours, clients will know if they regretted the decision of working with you, right? We don't ever want people to feel that way. We don't ever want somebody to be like, damn, I just paid them $1,000. Was that a good idea? Right? Like, don't ever put your clients in that position. Provide or create a way for you to give them that instant gratification, right? If you need um, tips on that, go check out the other videos. But again, don't ghost your clients after they sign and pay, okay? And I'll say this is a nice to have. It is not a mistake that I see people make, but it is a nice to have to add a little something, something to your client experience. But it's having a client portal of some kind for simple communication. If we've been friends for a while, you know that I hate emails with a passion. I'm still working on it. It's still corporate trauma that I am shedding, right? But I want you to have a simple path, or consider having a simple way for clients to get in touch with you, right? I use a tool called kitchen.co. That is a single client portal for me and my clients. Once I set it up, everything that I need is shared there. Everything that I need from them is shared there. I can share Google Docs. I can share external forms, and we communicate there. So I don't have to go hunting for messages. I personally just don't like Slack for client communication. If you do, use Slack, right? ClickUp just released a ClickUp chat feature, right? If you want to move your clients there, go for it. This disclaimer. This is not me telling you to bring your clients into ClickUp. I don't for a reason. It's all conversation for later. Whether you use Notion or whatever it is, having a single place for your clients to communicate with you, share information, answer questions, ask questions, whatever. Just make it easy, okay? So we talked about 3 mistakes. Automated emails that feel automated. Stop doing that. Not following up on your proposals. Side eye again. Go make that money. You were leaving money on the table, not following up. And then not closing out your support window, okay? So I got a couple goodies for you guys. This is a freebie. It is in the description. But really, I walk you through automating your dream client experience. Now, I'm a Dubsado girly when it comes to managing intake, booking, and onboarding. So I do share how you can automate that fully in Dubsado, but regardless of what tool you use, if you use Honeybook or ClickUp or Airtable, right? Or you have a Google Sheet CRM, which we'll talk about later. No matter what it is, this goodie is going to help you walk through your client experience from hello to goodbye or see you later. And then if you're a Dubsado user, it's just a little added benefit to automate those things, okay? I am also sharing a way for me to just do the shit for you, okay? So I offer a 90-minute system session where I log in live to the accounts or tools of your choice. And we can either audit your client experience, help you map one out, right? If you're like, look, actually, I just need you to walk me through getting it out of my head, right? Like you're the visionary. I'm the implementer, right? So if you're like, I have an idea of what I want to do, I just don't know if it's possible, if I can do it, the system session's for you. If you are like, look, I got it. I know what I want to go have happen. Let's hop on a call and we can work that out in a live 90-minute system session. And if you go to the website, again, this link will be in the description. But if you use the code SI Savings at checkout, you will save 15% off a session, okay? So again, if we're not connected, come on over to these Instagram or Thread streets. You can find me at solution.integrators, or you can hop on the website solutionintegrators.us for all the freebies, all the services, all of the things. But friends, stop making these mistakes. If you have questions, if there's support that you need, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. Tomorrow, I will be back talking about all-in-one tools not existing. You can come fight me if you want, but I will. That is one opinion I will not give up. All-in-one tools don't exist. Okay, So come on back tomorrow. I will see you guys later, and happy automating.